Hi guys, and welcome to this week's reading. I know it's been longer than usual. Last weekend was my daughter's birthday, and honestly the week itself was quite intense. And then just this past weekend I was away. So today I'm really looking forward to this opportunity to just sit down at my desk and connect with spirit and have a glimpse at the energies that are currently surrounding us and available to us right now. So we are starting off with this card of stepping stones, and this is definitely the theme of this week's reading. So right at the bottom here, it reads, take the next step and let go of the old paradigm. And this duality of needing to move on and proceed in life through letting go is being supported twofold, really, in this reading, as we have this mirrored both down below in the tarot, as well as next to this card with the rest of the oracle cards. So actually, let's talk about that, and then we'll come back to the main card when it seems right. I feel like they all tie in so much. We can't just go card by card like I usually do. So below this, we have the King of Cups and the Three of Wands. And this, both of these cards are from the Aura-Soma Tarot, which is, Aura-Soma is a color therapy system. So this first card, the King of Cups, is paired with the violet over blue bottle, which is called the Guardian Angel Comes to Earth. And with this violet over blue combination, it's like you're opening up to spirit and having that line of communication be brought online, or the connection is made clearer as these messages are brought down into your sphere or into your awareness. And this card is about being able to release old emotional patterns, because the king is really above that level, right? So you are ready to take control of your emotions, right? This is a choice you can make right now. And this releasing of old emotional patterns is the letting go of old paradigms so that you can step into your fullest power, because that's what the king stands for, right? And the stepping stones allow you to walk on water. This is the King of Cups, or the King of Water. So you're not letting your emotions misguide you, because you're not in them, you're above them. And this is how you can embody this King of Cups energy. So if you have a pattern or an emotional trigger that you know always tries to pull you back into old ways, what are the stepping stones that you can utilize that will be an ally to help pull you forward or allow you to take that next step? And this will tie into this introspection card. You know what? Let's just talk about it now. And today's reading, we will just be weaving this web of the message that's coming through, and it's going to be a little bit all over the place, but I think that's just what we're doing today. So this introspection card, it reads, when contemplating the shadow, be honest, but also be kind to yourself, right? So this is about working with stepping stones and not being sucked back into old behaviors. We're rising above that, right? So this introspection is asking you to be honest with yourself, but also to show yourself kindness, right? So you don't have to beat yourself up about whatever scenario you're in or blame yourself for always falling back into it. But you do need to be realistic if you want to be able to pull yourself out of it, and then, you know, to be able to assess properly, right? What can you use as a stepping stone? This is about being able to discern where you can receive help in a positive way. So don't feel ashamed to ask for help. That's actually a big thing, not to feel shame in asking for help. You know, there can be somebody else trying to cross this same lake, and maybe they're stubborn, right? And they just want to prove that they can swim across, you know, that they've got that in them. And you know what? It's cold, it's wet. Just let yourself be the person who isn't ashamed to use the stones as assistance, right? You will get to the same place as the person who swam. You'll just probably get there a lot quicker. It will certainly be a much more comfortable process, a much safer process, right? And the person who wasn't willing to receive or ask for help, you know, the person forcing themselves to swim across these freezing waters, you know, maybe their ego needed that. But this card is a clear sign that you right now should not be that person, that it's okay to ask for help when you need it, that there is no shame in that. It actually takes a lot of strength to put yourself in that position to ask for help, right? So with this introspection card, really take the time to see how you are playing into holding yourself back. And then how can you get out of that pattern and not by yourself, right? The stepping stone card is all about allowing yourself to know that you are worthy of assistance. This is also why it says to be kind to yourself. And then this other tarot card that we have here is the Three of Wands. And this is associated with the pink over turquoise bottle, which is named the Birth of Venus. So this card is all about new beginnings. And this is a card of forward movement. And being associated with Venus, this is about having an open heart and seeing what's around you as beautiful and harmonious, right? So seeing how everything that is happening around you is for you, right? Because it's a harmony and you are making your own song. So as a Wands card, this is an action card. You're not just taking the next step, but you also see all of the stepping stones ahead of you. So if you really wanted to, you could get into a really good rhythm of forward movement, right? You can really get into this dance of Venus, which if you're not familiar with it, you can just Google it really quickly. You'll be really amazed if you're not familiar with it, I promise. Just Google Dance of Venus, because the Dance of Venus with the earth, with our sphere. It gives us the rose or the star shape. So you can really see yourself as blossoming like a rose, right? Or shining like a star as a light bearer. So then this card pairs perfectly, beautifully with this creation card. So perfectly, there's almost no explanation needed. It's just more supportive of the whole message today. But it reads at the bottom of this card, unique expression, flow of creation and joyfulness. So it's just so perfect. Like I already mentioned, there isn't much to add to this, but I do want to highlight the phrase unique expression. Because when you pair it with this idea of the dance of Venus and being your own star, right? This is about using the stepping stones to sing your own song, right? This isn't about following anyone else's footsteps. With introspection, you need to identify your own shadows, right? And what are the stepping stones that will carve out your own unique path? So you're not looking at anyone else to copy what they've done. You're not looking to follow somebody else's path. You know, maybe you can use it as inspiration, but really we're being asked to sit and connect within so that we can see how we can forge our own path ahead, right? Create these stones, even if it's just by asking for help. Do not do it alone, right? This main card is really about accepting and asking for help along the way. And that is this week's reading. As always, I hope it's been helpful for you, and I will be back next week for an updated collective reading. Bye, guys.